Hi, my beautiful manifestees. How are you guys doing? Um, Thank you for all the love and support on the last video. It really got a lot of you guys' attention, and I appreciate you guys, coming onto my channel and really gathering these little tidbits that I have for you guys. So I kind of wanted to go back and I wrote some notes down about, you know, manifestation. Why is it taking so long? Why is it easier for some other people? Just kind of kind of bring it all together from our last video about, why is my manifestation delayed, right? And there's really, I'm going to give you guys, some people, they talk all the way through, they don't give you the end. I'm kind of going to give you the end first and then go back up to it, so if you don't have time to watch. But it's really about energetic alignment, right? So, manifestation isn't just about your thoughts, but it's also about your alignment and your energy, and really just trying to. You may have to raise your vibration, right, before you start to see some of these manifestations that you've put out into the universe. Okay, so for instance, people are like, there's people online who are always like, oh, you have to manifest, you have to believe. If you don't believe that it's true, then it's not going to happen. So one of the ways that I would recommend is that you really want to raise your vibration. So how do you raise your vibration, right? Okay, so let me give you two things that you can do today, right? One thing you could do today is clean your room or make your bed. Something very simple, okay? Clean your room, maybe too much. Make your bed. Make your bed. First thing when you get up in the morning, you don't have to get up at 5 a.m. or 4:30 a.m. or something crazy like that. Make your bed, okay? The second thing I would say is try to, for the day that you're really feeling like, man, I've been manifesting and it's not working, try to raise your vibrations by eating something of the earth, right? So remember when we were talking about, you, in order to attract vibrations and manifest, look at something that's actually growing. Eat something that's actually growing, right? What's in season right now is probably watermelon or, apples, fruits, herbs, something that, I'm not saying go vegan, don't go there. I'm not that type of person, okay? You can eat your meat, no worries. Try to eat something that, has some photosynthesis to it, something that's, grown or is still growing, even if you, even if you have, some people chop off lettuce, and the lettuce, they put it in a jar of water and it still grows, or green onions. Even if it's something small, try to eat something that is still in its growth state, because I feel like when you're eating something that's in its growth state and you've done one good positive thing for yourself, excuse me, before you do something for somebody else, right? So before you go to work, before you take care of your kids, before you do something positive for yourself. And it could start real small, making your bed, or eating something that's still growing or is good for you, right? Try those simple small steps, because that vibration. So what cleaning your bed, and the reason why I'm so specific with that is because, when you tell somebody, oh, clear the clutter from your entire life, like, that makes no sense, right? I want to give you something very tactile, something that you can touch, smell, hear, something that you can understand, something that's real world, not metaphysical, right? Make your bed. Or how about this, even more simpler? Wherever you're brushing your teeth, clean the window that you're brushing your teeth so you have more focus or clarity, right? Do that first, right? And then you build, right? With probably eating, instead of eating that breakfast sandwich, why don't you try eating some fruits, That's a great way to raise your vibration, because you've already done two things. You've done one thing for yourself before you've done it for somebody else, right? Before you've done it for your coworkers or whatever, or your boss, or your children or your family, and you've also put something inside of you that is probably still growing or is got done growing and is going to nourish you. So it's two things that you've done very small, but these are the types of things that are going to raise your vibration, right? The other thing I would say is look into, you know, really what you're listening to, right? Make it more positive, right? So if you like to listen to drama, gossip, stuff like that, be careful of that, because that type of stuff can, remember we talked about mind talk, right? The mind talk that you have, right, needs to be energetic. So when you're talking about being energetically aligned, you have to think of the thoughts, right, that are positive, right? And it's just not like, oh, sunshines and, raspberries, or what's the term? But you really want to think about, what am I doing? Positive affirmations, right? Again, that small little thing where I said, okay, just clean the mirror, right? So you have more clarity. Then, the post-it notes on these positive affirmations, right? I can do hard things. I am capable. I am willing. I am in my own, I'm manifesting on my own divine timeline, Also, look to people who are someone that's on a similar journey, joining a podcast, listening to YouTube. Make that algorithm part of your journey. So whenever you log into YouTube or Instagram, you're like, hey, I see something positive, change that up for you. I know social media can be daunting at sometimes, but try to find what makes you happy, whether it's nature or, like I said, animals or something like that. The other thing is practicing gratitude, really practicing gratitude. It's so tough these days. I get it. A lot of people are, emotionally hurt. They're negative. There's chronic cycles of abuse within relationships. I don't like to use the word narcissism, but I mean, that's a clinical definition. But, people have different characteristic traits. And one thing you have to remember, right, is you have to let people who are in close proximity to you listen. I need to save my mind. Okay? You are on your path and you have your life and I have my life. And it's important to me that I have to save my mind in order to get to where I need to go. Okay? Everyone has their own personal journey. Okay? And it's your responsibility in your life to take care of your peace of mind. And really, it's also your right to be happy and to be celebrated and to celebrate yourself. Okay? So, a lot of, and so when you build on these small things, right? Because people are like, well, my manifestation's not working. You're like, I want to be I want to be Jeff Bezos. Okay? It's like, okay, he went through his trials and tribulations too. There, getting to that type of, getting in that type of arena of wealth and, what have you, it was no small feat. So what I'm telling you is, don't compare yourself to anyone else, right? You have to do something small first. And then when you get that small win, look at the small wins. People always like to, not appreciate the small wins. There's glory in those small wins. There really is. One of the things that you have to understand is, when you're talking about manifestation and delayed desires, you really want to not say delayed, right? You're just going to say, hey, open up, ask the universe questions and say, hey, I wonder why I'm in the right place at the right time always, I wonder why I am so gifted. I wonder why I'm so lucky, right? I wonder why I'm so loved.